So Dr. Lyles has shared a movement that has been started down in Mississippi called Operation No Way.
I don't know, here in the state of Mississippi, we have launched a movement called Operation No Way. And you may be asking me, what is Operation No Way? Well, I tell you what is Operation No Way. We, the black community, have decided to take matters into our own hands. As black, brown, and African Americans here, we can no longer trust the government to handle things for us. We can no longer trust the law enforcement to do what is right. So we will take matters into our own hands to protect ourselves and our children in a legal way that's peaceable unto all. And that way is, right now, as we're speaking, 75% of the black, brown, and African Americans here in the state of Mississippi that has a 21-year-old son or daughter or older that is eligible to receive a permit and license to carry a concealed gun or weapon here in the state. We're in the process of doing that right now. Right now, we're in the process of picking up our children from college campuses and starting paperwork as you and I are watching and talking in this video right now. As you and I are talking right now, this is what is taking place. Right now, Bass Pro is selling out of guns. Right now, Walmart is selling out of guns. Right now, the gun ranges are filled with people right now that's practicing because we can no longer afford for our sons and daughters to go out unprotected. Not only do we believe in God and have faith in God and we walking right, we sure enough gonna walk armed this time. Not only will we have the shield of faith, the sword of the spirit, we're gonna have a gun on our hip just to make sure as we're walking with our feet shod the preparation of the gospel of peace among our citizens, we're gonna make sure we carry us a peace so we can protect our peace as it pertains to our family. So that's what's taking place here in Mississippi. And we're calling every black, brown, African American family to go. If your child is at the age of 21, your son and your daughter, they meet the qualifications, by all means. Because I'm telling you right now, the pawn shops are selling out of guns. It's just that serious. So in about 2 months from now, all of you that watch this video, when you come to Mississippi, don't be surprised if you see a couple with the husband with the gun on the hip, the wife with the gun on the hip, the 21 and 22-year-old with guns on the hip. It's just that serious now. We're not playing no games. And we're calling it, as it has been declared, Operation No Way. Because there would be no way for what happened to Nolan Xavier Wells to happen again. We're not allowing it. So God bless you and keep you. Have a great day.
I'm very happy that people are taking the initiative to exercise their Second Amendment right to protect themselves, because as he said, it is that serious. I think that it's sad. Obviously the things that we are being made aware of is extremely disturbing. It seems like, there's a tit for tat thing, and then it seems like, there is a, it seems as though because of all the things that are being shared, it is something that looks like there's an issue with the young folks or something with the youth. And then obviously, because of the Nolan Wells story and because of a lot of misinformation and clear lies that are being exposed, it just goes to show you how people's children are being raised. And just because they may seem as though they're living well off, or they seem that they may, be living comfortably or may be doing well, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're doing well in areas where it really matters, like spiritually, right? Mentally. It really exposes how people are being raised. And, the deeper truths of Mississippi and the quote unquote dirty South, right? So it's really sad that, it has to come to this, where the people of Mississippi, they don't, they don't trust the government, and they don't have much trust and confidence in the government and in the government and the officials who are elected to protect them. You pay your dues, you pay your taxes and things, and there are appointed officials, you know, who are put in positions of trust to protect you. And you know, one of those duties is to preserve, right? To protect and serve, and also to preserve. That should be the main objective. But unfortunately, in some places in this beautiful country that we live in, that doesn't apply to everybody. And when people are playing a game for tit for tat, or whatever their underlying motives are, right? Because, you know, people say, you know, they're the righteous, and we're decent. You know, we want to give people the benefit of the doubt. And from, I think, day one, it was the benefit of the doubt. And then as, you know, things started to we became aware of things very quickly. You know, the common sense and the good sense part, right? It started to kick in. And we can tell that, you know, there was a lot more to it. And then, you know, the lack of urgency. One of the boys saying, you know, oh, Nolan was like a brother to me. But wait a minute, this is just so fresh, you know. Everything is just so fresh, and we're just, you know, coming into the information of him, you know, not being accounted for. And you're saying he was like a brother to me, right? The lies. So many lies being told, and then it's one thing after another. And, you know, people feel as though we should just stand by and then just to accept it. So let me not, you know, let me not carry on. Let me not be long-winded. I just wanted to say that I'm happy for, you know, our brothers and sisters and our families down there in Mississippi. And I'm happy that people are, you know, really taking it serious, but, you know, also doing things for themselves, and taking the initiative to you know, protect themselves. Because even though, like I said, it is sad, it's sad that certain things have to, you know, it has to come to certain things, and that obviously there is an issue with trust, right? That the trust needs to be restored in the community from, you know, the government, and then, you know, law enforcement down south, or specifically in Mississippi. The trust needs to be restored. Community relations need to be restored. It's sad that it has come to this, that the citizens feel as though they have to resort to these measures. But at the same time, you know, if you've been, you know, tapping in with me, and you've been following my content, you already know how I feel about it. You already know where I stand with it. You know, there's nothing wrong with protecting yourself. And it does not make you less spiritual, or it does not make you evil, or make you dark, or all of these things that people may say. You know, it doesn't make you less of a good person, because you have self-preservation and protecting yourself and your family and our children in mind. So I'm very happy for Dr. Lyles and everybody who is on the same page, everybody who is a part of that movement, and the movement, and taking that initiative. Power to you guys. May, as I said, I'll say again, may we all be protected by the Most High, continue to walk in peace and love and gratitude and protection, and continue to thrive, even in the face of all of the evil and darkness that we're seeing. May you have peace. May you have protection and peace in your going and your coming, and still be able to smile and walk in favor. Much peace and favor and healing and comfort to the family of Nolan Xavier Wells. Much peace to his family, and much peace to you all. Ashe.